Kennedy is the new head of household. But will the Lindor Sampler change the course of the game? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevzik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. It's day 23 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Kennedy is the head of household. Who will she nominate for eviction? We'll find out tomorrow. And what will happen in the Lindor Sampler? We'll find out shortly. But first, yesterday Ronnie went out, I would say, in a classy way. He was blindsided, and I was hoping for a little bit of fireworks, but, you know, he went out in I would say in a classy way, which is nice to see. So he said this, and this is the last time you're going to hear the Dustin Lynch voice. I had such high hopes for haughty Dustin Lynch. Oh, if you think I'm still going to masturbate to Dustin Lynch now, you're right. Okay, he said, good luck to a few of you. Can't wait to dish out all the cheesecake on extra whip and spill a bunch of tea that I know. Make sure you guys don't use the veto on someone because apparently that shit gets you evicted. Okay, so that was Ronnie's goodbye, and then he left. And he will be appearing on Extra Whip on Saturday with Brazil, Nicole, and myself. We are filming. I didn't want to film Thursday, but that was the only night that worked, so Thursday at 8:30. And then I have to go to bed immediately because I have to be up for 4 a.m. Friday. And that also means that Friday's episode will be short. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Ronnie was on Team Crizil. So Team Crizil, which Curtis picked, is down to just Rayanne, Bridget, Cly, Michael, Javier. Team Nicole is Jenna, Owen, Stephanie, Brooke, Kilby, Callum, Kennedy, Tom. So overall, Nicole is really crushing it this season. And last season was the opposite. Brazil was crushing it. But then Steven won, and even though Steven was on Brazil's team, it was still the absolute last person picked, so... yeah. So Kennedy, by winning head of household, she has defeated the super dark Lindor curse that she got in Yankee Swap, which she took, which, as an offer, Owen gave her that, and then I think she said the deal was she was going to try and get Ronnie to use the veto on her, which, granted, happened, but at Ronnie's expense, and that it pissed people off enough to vote Ronnie out. But yeah, so Kennedy could not vote week 2. RJ was evicted 7 to 2 to 2? Oh, I forgot the vote count now. 6 to 2 to 2. Yes. And so it didn't matter what she voted. Last week, Ronnie was evicted 5 to 3 to 1, so it wouldn't have mattered how she voted there. So it actually did not affect the course of the game for anyone or for herself. This week she's head of household, so it's now irrelevant, and the super dark Lindor is in the past. And some people are likely going to ask, in the event of a tie in the eviction vote, Kennedy still has the power to break the tie and cast the tie-breaking vote. The super dark Lindor does not affect that. So it's essentially over. She also, I forgot to mention, she also wins the yellow color set at Atlantic Avenue, Ventnor Avenue, and Marvin Gardens for winning the head of household competition. So Bridget has the utilities, Tom the railroads, dark blue is Tom, green is Jenna, and yellow is Kennedy. Yes. Okay. We are also back to 7 alliance chats. So I mentioned yesterday that we fell from 7 alliance chats in weeks 1 and 2 to just 6 last week. And one of those alliance chats, the one that was lost, was revived. And the people in that alliance chat told me to make sure that I said in the episode that yes, they are back. So we are now back to 7 alliances. These are not the same 7 alliances that started out week 1. There has been some that, I was going to say liquefied. What's the word? Dissolved. While new ones have formed. Okay. Before we get to the Lindor Sampler, quick reminder, Kennedy, you must privately message me your 2 nominees and a reason why by 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Willy Wonka, who has been informed, must privately message me their decision on who the 3rd nominee is by 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight with a reason why. Should I tell you in advance? No, I won't tell you in advance about the Golden Power Veto competition. I'm going to leave it for tomorrow. But it will be a fun competition is all I'm going to say. And it is not live, so you don't have to worry about scheduling times. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, before we get to the Lindor Sampler, it is time for Kennedy to see her head of household room. Hey everyone, who wants to come up to the head of household room to see my head of household room? Oh my god, this is so exciting. So we're gonna go like upstairs and we're gonna think, and I really hope that there's like all kinds of like cool prizes, and I hope there's like chocolate covered cashews because I really love chocolate covered cashews. Chocolate covered cashews are like amazing. They're so much better than like chocolate covered almonds. Like I don't even like almonds. So what I do is when I get the chocolate covered almonds, I just like suck off all the chocolate, and then when I suck off all the chocolate, then I like put the almonds in a jar and I give it to my mother, and then my mother says, "You're a bad daughter," and then she like go like this, and she like beats me, and then it's like it's really bad, but it was so worth it because it's a really good practical joke. And then like the chocolate covered cashews, like you can get the milk chocolate covered, you can get the dark chocolate covered, you can get the white chocolate covered, you can get all kinds of different joys. You get the cashew salted or unsalted, but I love cashew. I was at Costco once and I actually like was sampling all the cashews. There's like 10 different Costco like cashew sampling stations. And then, of course I bought them all. I bought a pallet of one cashew and I bought a pallet of another cashew. And then there's like roasted and there's unroasted, and then there's like you can dip them in coffee, you can dip them in yogurt. It's really amazing. Oh my god, have you tried the yogurt ones? Oh, and then the yogurt blueberries are so freaking fantastic. I actually went to Starbucks. They have a new refresher. Did you hear they have a pineapple passion refresher? It's not as good as the Kiwi Starter when I missed that one. It's been disqualified. They always discontinue the ones that I like and that Andrew likes. But then there's also strawberry acai one, and there's also a mango dragon fruit. I really love the bits and pieces in it. But did you know that if they don't have the bits and pieces, they can still give the water as is, but it's actually not colored. The mango dragon fruit one, it actually doesn't have a color. It only gets a color when you have the actual fruit in there. Anyway, so I was like watching like that show the other day, Big Brother, like not Big Brother, the one that was based on that, The Office. And like The Office is so funny. Did you know that season 4 was actually based on that? Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh, also, I was like traveling around because I was on Sense Live. The next episode was Sense Live Thursday, and it was just so much fun to like travel around the country and like see the things. But I hate my job now. My job is really annoying, and I don't know what it is. But it's just it's really crappy. But anyway, so oh my god, we're here. Is everybody here? Oh my god, everybody's here. Okay, here we go. Let's walk in. Oh yay, chocolate covered cashews. Oh my god, it's so exciting. I freaking love them. Love them. Oh. And oh, the best part. There's a video. Everybody, I want to thank you so much for coming. This is such an honor. And if you want to talk to me, we can talk about right after, but we can talk before we talk now. We have all the time in the world. We're in the Big Brother house. It's so I can't believe we're in the Big Brother. Can you believe this? But yeah, so after the video's done, I'm gonna take a nap. So like when the video's done, just leave right away. I don't want to say anything afterwards because I'm gonna be so excited for the video. I'm gonna read it over and over again. And I wonder where the letters from. There's a letter too. I can't believe it. And there's all kinds of chocolate. Oh my god, the chocolate. It's there. It's everywhere. Oh my god, did you know? Oh my god, there's underwear made of chocolate. Wow. Okay, here goes the video. Ready? Let's play it.
Queen Kennedy, HOH, slaying BB Cheesecake. I love you, girl. I'm proud of you. Hearing about you playing Andrew's game in Wisconsin, I was like, yes, bitch, work. And here you are slaying it. I have the most faith in you. I hope you make very good nominees. Don't fuck it up. Don't do anything emotional. Do what's best for your game. Remember, I said Kilby is still scary. Just remember that. Love you, and I'm proud of you. You're kicking ass, and I hope to see you again soon. Congratulations.
Yikes. Thank you, Mark, for submitting that, but I assume you're a big enough Big Brother Canada US fan to know that the head of household room reveal with the letter and the video is revealed to the house guests. If not, oops! But yeah, that was an interesting video. But Mark is, I will say, thank you, Mark, for submitting that. I absolutely love Mark to death. I have played 33 orgs. Mark is the only person I've ever broken my word to, because I was in a final 2. I was playing a game called Supreme. And generally in orgs, it's a final 3, especially if it's more survivor-based. So I had a final 2 with Kennedy in that org, and I had a final 2 with Mark, expecting a final 3. So I was able to get to the final 3 without lying to either one of them. And then surprise, it's a final 2. And then surprise, they both sucked at the final head of household. And even though I wasn't fighting hard to win, I still won. And I had to break my word to Mark because I was Kennedy's ride or die first. and she was loyal to me the entire game, whereas I think Mark had other people. And so Mark is the only person in 33 orgs that I've ever broken my word to or lied to. And yeah, so I feel bad. But he is so freaking cute. Now, he lives in Florida, in Tampa, and I love Tampa. I have family there. And I will say, how do I put this? How do I put this in PG-13? I'm gonna, you know what? I should refrain from saying what I want to say on my mind. Should I say it? Yeah, so he's married. He has a partner, but he's in one of those open polyglotness, Polly Patton, Peppermint Patty, Paula Poundstone. He's in a Paula Poundstone relationship. Whatever happened to her? That's interesting. She was big in the 90s, and then, I don't know, maybe she, like, fell in a dark hole or something. But yeah, so he's in a Paula Poundstone with that guy, and so he keeps saying, come on down to Tampa and let's have a threesome. And I don't know why, but I know I would get attached. I know it would be unhealthy for me. It's the same thing. If Owen ever asked me for a threesome, I would actually say no, not because I don't want to, but because I know I would get attached. And so it's not healthy. It's just not. But yeah, anyway, where the hell was I going with this? Oh yeah, so yeah, he accidentally said that, whoopsie doodle doo. But I do love Mark, really nice guy. I hope he plays Big Brother Cheesecake one day, and yeah. Okay, where the fuck? Oh yeah, so I got way off track there. Anywho, now, the Lindor Sampler, this is interesting. Oh, I have to play video, so there was only one wedge available on the wheel because Ronnie was evicted. He had no wedges. Rayanne was landed on last week. She only had one wedge. So the one wedge goes to this person.
Hey, so this is kind of my cookie in order to add wedges onto the wheel. This is what is it? It is a Galaxy chocolate chip chunky cookie. And I like it. I like it a lot. And excuse me for talking with my mouth full, but I like this biscuit because it's got a really good texture. It's crumbly. Galaxy is my favourite chocolate, and I could eat so many of them even though they're really sweet. I'm gonna go finish my cookie.
So Callum did submit a video first. Somebody else submitted a video. I'm sorry, you're too late. But wedges will or should open up each week. So Callum gets the extra wedge. So Callum has 2 wedges. Javier has 2. Brooke, Owen, Jenna, Michael have 4. So that's 6 people. Tom has 1. Kennedy has 1. Kilby has 1. And Bridget has 1. Which are their OG ones. And I've only ever landed on the OG one. So let's see what happens this week in the Lindor Sampler. So excited I get to eat a Lindor. Wednesday, best day of the week. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, so I'll just quickly, make sure I get this right. Quickly just go around the wheel again. So yeah, we have Owen, the 3 that he added. Javier added 1. Jenna, she had 4 on the wheel. There's Brooke's 3. Brooke has 0 luck. The wheel didn't land on her yesterday when she had 8 wedges. She still hasn't been picked to play in a Golden Power Veto, and she can't get landed on this. There's Tom's OG wedge. Jenna's 2. Michael added 2. The other one is there. Michael's OG wedge. Owen's OG wedge. Kennedy, Kilby, Javier. Jenna's the J. Javier's the vagina V. Callum is C. Brooke and Bridget. Okay. I'm going to try and purposely spin it super hard this week. Are you ready? Here comes beat this, Owen. Beat this, you fucking. This, I got nothing there. Okay, ready? Here we go. I'm going to stand up for this. That still wasn't that hard. Okay, here we go. Jenna. Okay, Jenna, your extra wedges finally paid off. Jenna... Brooke is gonna be so mad. Jenna has decided to play... but she did not pick what Brooke picked, so at least there's that. Jenna has decided to take the Dulce de Leche Lindor. Javier has been picking Dulce de Leche every week since week 1 because Dulce de Leche is originally from Argentina. Havana Dulce de Leche is the best. Havana Alpha, Havana anything, Havana Alpha Wars are amazing. But anyway, Jenna has selected Dulce de Leche, so she has chalk-blocked Javier, so to speak. If this is something good, if it's something bad, Javier, you got lucky. So anyway, here we go. I just want to double check. Yes, Jenna has selected the Dulce de Leche, which is this one. Okay. So. Yay! Jenna. You can really taste that milky caramel. It's obviously not authentic Havana Dulce de Leche, but it's really velvety, smooth, and it doesn't overpower the chocolate. It's like the perfect combination. It reminds me of the caramel on a McDonald's sundae. That's what that caramel reminds me of. Oh, it's just, it's just, it makes me just, food porn. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Wow. That is definitely good. Jenna, you have won something good. Javier, you got chalk blocked. Let's see what Jenna has won. The Amethyst Power Veto. It took us 4 weeks to finally get a special veto drawn. So, the Amethyst Power of Veto was introduced in Season 5. It was won by Rai Rai, who then took it home with him when he quit, and I was not happy. But at least he went out in a blaze of fury. And then last season, the Amethyst Power Veto was won by Andrew, who used it correctly, but it did not save him, and I'll explain why. The Amethyst Power Veto allows you to veto 2 eviction votes. You can veto or nullify 2 eviction votes prior to the eviction ceremony, and I will give you a deadline, Jenna. You cannot split them into 1 and 1. You must use them on the same week. It must be used up to and including the week of the final 6. It cannot be used in a double eviction. And yeah, so Andrew nullified. There were 5 people voting that week. The vote was 4-1 against him. He did correctly nullify 2 votes that were against him, so the vote was then 2-1 against him. Okay, congratulations, Jenna. So, with that said, who will Kennedy nominate for eviction, and who will Willy Wonka nominate as the 3rd nominee? Find out tomorrow, and Saturday is Extra Whip, where Brazil, Nicole, and Ronnie and I will dish the dirt on what went wrong. Or I guess what didn't go wrong. Sunday's Golden Power Veto competition. Monday, the Golden Power Veto ceremony. Tuesday, the final 3 nominees plead their case. And Wednesday is the next live eviction and head of house competition, where another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 7 house. Get a tummy ache from eating too much chocolate. Although not this one. This one was sex. And lose their shot at the $700 cash prize. I'm Andrew Chef Sigmoonvez. Take care. And remember, the slogan for Coffee Crisp should be, barely any coffee, barely any crisp. Good night.